And all along, you've sold this, you're seeing the customers adapt, you're getting that validation. What was the pressure like to now build it, operationalize the back end? As you know, most of our CEOs are quite good at selling to the customer, but now you've got probably lots of underwriting and faster approvals and all of that back end operational work that had to be done. So how did you make all that work so you didn't let customers down as you scaled up so quickly?
Yeah, I mean that's where most of the stress came from, right? Like it's all well and good to launch with Samsung or Wayfair, but there's a lot, of technology and engineering and customer service that goes into it. And a lot of the time, we probably looked from the outside like everything was great, and but it was like the duck below the water, right? Like swimming like crazy, and a lot of late nights, a lot of stress. I freely admit a lot of drop balls. Like there were times where we pissed off customers or disappointed retailers by making a mistake, and you just have to. All you can do is keep moving, right? Fix it as fast as you can, prioritize ruthlessly, add resources as much as you can afford to solve these problems, and just keep going. And every company that goes to has the luxury or the privilege of going through this rapid moment of scale faces this in one way or another, and you just do your best to get through it and not have it blow up the company at the time. And
Mhm.
we were fortunate that we were able to make it to the other side, but it's quite an experience.
And when it comes to growth, having been in the financial services world, I've clearly seen PayBright be almost a bit of a rocket ship in the buy now, pay later segment. Was growth your North Star? And how were you building that culture of continuous growth as you built out your share in the market?
Yeah, so I mean, at that time, it was very growth focused, and we felt that there was a land grab, like a one time only land grab of the e-commerce merchants, right? You've got to go out and get them. You have to establish that distribution, because if you don't, someone else will. And so we felt like we were in a race against the clock, a race against competition coming in, which eventually did arrive. And the other thing is, from early stage businesses, growth is everything in terms of your ability to fundraise, your ability to attract
Mhm.
talent. If you're not growing at a certain rate, multiple things start to come apart on you. And so that was everything. And we knew that there would be a time where things would need to get a little more sustainable, and we would have to catch up on some of the foundational pieces. But for a few years there, everything was subordinated to growth. Um, yeah, I mean, it was again a super exciting time, but we just didn't feel like we could pass up opportunity. The one thing it did force us to do, though, is be very focused on what we were selling in the product, right? You know how it is in a startup. You're constantly thinking of, oh, what if we did this adjacent product or that adjacent product? Oh, we got asked for this thing, we got asked for that thing. We had the benefit of just forcing that all out of our brains and just focusing on the core product, which had so much growth in it. And that was part of how we were able to,
Hmm.
get through that period, I think, like not dividing our forces at all, product wise.